And what I call the Ghana effect, because I sleep so well in Ghana, is so much peace and so much joy. If you don't get anything else at the end of this trip, you will say you felt peace and you felt joy.
So, welcome to Ghana!
They say that something shared is not lost. In today's video, I'm going to show you an African American woman who comes to Ghana and later on goes back to the United States and bring other 17 friends to come and experience what's called being to the motherland. So this is Within the African Kid, and thank you guys for always tuning and watching my videos. I feel like this is an important part of this video because we've been telling people to come back to their motherland and experience their roots, and specifically connecting to Ghana as their motherland. And this video will also show you why Ghana is so significant in African American brothers and sisters who want to trace their root back home. And so guys, it's so insightful video, and I think we all gonna benefit and learn some history about Ghana, which I feel like it's important. And after watching the video, I want you to come back and let's talk together about something that I've always been telling you, and I think that it's important because it's going to be reinforced into the video. So guys, let's watch the video. But a quick reminder, if you're watching this video for the first time, or if you watch this video and get interested in it, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. I think we all grow while if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be viewing my videos, and I'll also grow, and it will encourage me to, put this content out there. So let's watch the video and later on come back and talk about it.
Miss Coria Burns, and I am super excited to have 17 of my friends here in Ghana with me. This is my 8th trip to Ghana, and after several trips, people were saying, hey, we want to go too. And I said, let's go. And here they are, 17 of my friends in Ghana for the very first time to see what I know and love.
I just want to welcome you all to Ghana. This is your home. I know some of you's first time here, but what you need to realize that you are back home. Okay,
yes,
where
yes,
everything
yes.
started, where your ancestors are. This trip, you are gonna connect back to the soil. And for us as Guba, for me, Dentar, Corey, who has been very instrumental in making this happen. I'm so glad that she has called upon all of you to come back home. We wanna make sure Ghana will forever remain in your heart. It will be emotional, but it will be fun. Be yourself, learn, and just love.
I just want to say thank you guys for trusting me. I mean, a lot of you all have seen me come back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to Ghana. And you ask me, what is it? This is part of the reason, people. I know you guys felt it when you got off the plane. And what I call the Ghana effect, because I sleep so well in Ghana, is so much peace and so much joy. If you don't get anything else at the end of this trip, you will say you felt peace and you felt joy.
So, welcome to Ghana! Woo, 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 woo.
Welcome once again to Ghana, and we want to thank you so much for taking the opportunity to come back home. We are family, we are all one, and we are together make sure that we enjoy and we value and we utilize our homeland in the best way possible. My name is Jennifer Jankofa. I'm the head of diaspora engagement and partnerships for the GhBeyond Diaspora Network. And the GhBeyond Diaspora Network is a community of diasporans from all over the world. One thing that you'll notice as we go around, as we do the various activities and tours, you will meet the people. You will get a feeling of the beauty within of Ghana.
Hey everyone, I'm Rahman. I'm in Atlanta as well. I've been telling everybody, if y'all didn't know, it's my birthday today, September 3rd. Thank you. So today, coming back to Ghana today is my rebirth.
So thank you once again. I think Jen has got the menu now.
Yes, we've got the chef.
Oh, the chef is even here. Oh, chef. Please tell us what is on the menu for tonight.
Okay. Well, we have the starters, 3 starters. We have the bread rolls, we have Ghanaian salad, and we have the pumpkin soup.
Pumpkin soup?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for the main?
Yeah, the main we have the banku.
Banku?
Yeah. Banku is corn dough. It's corn dough and then cassava dough mixed. That's the local food.
Yes, the local.
Banku.
Love it. With fish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fish.
And then?
And we have beef sauce.
Beef sauce?
with curry, yeah. We have rice, and then we have beef sauce.
Okay, no jollof rice?
No.
Hey!
Or do you have jollof?
Abomination! Don't worry, you will have plenty of jollof rice on this trip.
I would say Akwaba once again, to the land formerly known as the Gold Coast. That was the name the British gave us because of the abundance of gold they found here. But then on the 6th of March 1957, we as Gold Coast wrestled our independence from the British. Hence, there were a few things we needed to change. 1 was the name, 2 was the flag, and 3 was our national anthem. So we changed from Gold Coast to Ghana today that we have. We had a very charismatic leader in the person of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, where we will later go to his park. He is a Pan-Africanist who loved everything Africa. So what he decided was to change the name into an indigenous African name that everybody will be attached to.
Good morning to you all. You welcome to the central region of Ghana, Asen Manso Slave Market and the Ancestral River Park. Asen Manso is a very important place where you want to learn about the trade. It started without a name. It was established in 1555 as a Portuguese lodge. Now, in the 1600s, the Portuguese realized that trading in us has become more lucrative than trading in other raw materials. So they changed this settlement and they turned it into a slave market. Whilst they turned it into a slave market, it became the busiest of the slave market. Many captives was brought in here to be auctioned. Many of them could not even see the land. They died in the interior. Before we start with the tour, we will be observing a minute of silence for all our brothers and sisters who lost their lives during the trade, on the Middle Passage, through segregation, through discrimination, and through police brutality. After which I would say, may their souls rest in perfect peace. And all of us here will respond by saying Ashe, which basically means may it come to pass. May the souls of our ancestors rest in perfect peace. Ashe. Have you thought about the 99% continental Africans who have their brothers and sisters in you stolen and taken away from us? Nobody brought to us your dead bodies for us to have closure. But we have been through over 400 years of prolonged aches and pains. But my question to you this morning is, how do I get my closure? The only time I could get my closure is a day today for you to have made it home. So you're coming here, you are giving closure to millions of our forebears, because their wish is to see you on the land again. You're coming here, you are also giving peace to the bleeding land, because this land has so much of our ancestors' blood on it. And your coming here is giving closure to me, because today I know my sisters and brothers have come back to me. In this river was where our ancestors were bathed for the last time. They named this river after us the last bath. The difference between the last bath and the door of no return is the same thing. They are only telling you that we will never come back to this. But in here, they buried our forebears. But little did they know that our forebears they buried were seed. And that seed has grown to become the trees we are today. It is at the back of our ancestors we are still alive today. We are never coming back home for it to be our last bath. No. Because for us Africans, we are proud, we are bold, and we are stronger. We're going to come back to connect to the rivers of our ancestors. And in that river, we tell our ancestors that when we knew about our story, we have to take over 6,400 miles journey just to see you, because we know the importance of you to ourselves. So this is why we're going to go through the first batch of return, get to that river, and we're going to have a little bit of worship, connecting and thanking our ancestors before we leave. And this is where I urge all of us to say thank you to them, because if it wasn't for them, we will never be here. Today, you're going to look in the face of your brother or your sister, and whatever you would wish for her in the rivers of our ancestors, you bless a soul and spirit with it. It's your time to prophesy in the life of your sister or brother in the rivers of our forebears. And I want to know what you are saying, so that when that day comes, I'll be a witness to it and say, on this day in the rivers of our ancestors, we did bless ourselves. Yes? And this is why you go to your sister with a hug and say, Akwaba for making it home. Come on, let's get involved. Let's get involved. Come on, sis.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Akwaba to my Ghanaian friends. So today, as I've always been saying, reconnecting to the motherland is an important part of African Americans who come to Africa. True, it's important because that's where you get to know everything that happened to you. But is it just that one? You know, the sister came to Ghana and later on went to the United States and brought with her 17 friends because of the Ghana effect. I'm going to explain what is Ghana effect. Ghana effect is essentially the feeling of reconnecting to their ancestry, the feeling of, you know, being somewhere where it's peaceful, the most peaceful place you've ever been, where people see you as brother, where people see you as sister, where nobody judges you, where you will see everything that happened to you, and this will give you peace. And that is what we call Ghana effect. And see, there's a couple of videos that I did telling you that it is important to carry your loved ones to come with them in Africa, where people, you know, are working. You see, where people are waiting for you, where people will receive you for who you are. So, with much being said, Ghana has always been in the spotlight for African Americans to come back home, which is true. And people have done a couple of videos about that. The important part of this video that I want to reinforce, or I want to insist in, is that always come to Africa with your loved ones. Why is that? To avoid stress, to avoid problems, because when you have the people in your circle and you are able to convince them, trust you me, it's a win. And I feel like Ghana is so special in this because they have formed networks in Ghana, you know. And we have a couple of diasporans who have their initiative for welcoming African Americans or Black Americans who want to come to Africa. And they receive them, they research to them places where they can get land. They research with them. I think there's just a specific place where it is African American residents in Ghana. I think there is no African place that has that. Also, one thing that Ghana is so favorable for you as an African American is that it is only in Ghana where you will easily find there is a mosque. Besides the mosque, there is a Christian church. It's not something which is normal, you see, in other countries per se, but this happens in Ghana. So whether you are Islam, whether you are Christian, despite your religion, I think Ghana is the most viable place for you to be. And if you can go there, and I feel like this is so important. What's the moral lesson of this video? The moral lesson of this video is, if you have a family, if you have people who you care, and you're in Africa, you're African American who have just come to reconnect with their roots, you need to convince them hard enough to come. I can imagine the power and the energy it took our sister to convince other 17 friends to come to Ghana. I mean, it's something which is not easy, and it needs a lot of illustrations. And for that reason, I congratulate our sister for convincing our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to come to Africa, specifically Ghana. Because it is in Ghana, it is where there is land of no return. But thank God they are returning back to our continent, Africa. Also thank Ghana for pioneering this through our President Kwame Nkrumah, who said that Africa will never be free until we all come together. And I believe that that's an important philosophy. And if I see my brothers and sisters from the African diaspora, African Americans coming back home, I think that that's the most important thing which has ever happened in Africans' life, and generally African people. There are some important aspects of our brothers and sisters coming back to Africa. Not economical, not social, and even political. So, this video is also to reinstate you to come back to Africa. And that was the main reason as to why I say that I'll never give up on telling my brothers and sisters from the diaspora, African Americans to be specific, Black Americans, people from the Barbados, everywhere, Caribbeans, that they want to reconnect with their roots. I think the place to be is Africa. And for instance, you don't want to go to Ghana because you feel like there are a lot of African Americans. My advice to you is this: go to Ghana first, see your people, see the slave ports, go to Gori, go to Dakar, go to those old places, go to all those castles, see what happened. It will bring you peace, because you will see by yourself that it is true, that it is Africa where I belong. Now, after seeing that, from there you can decide if you want to stay in Ghana or you want to go in other African country. We have a lot of alternatives in Africa. Africa has 54 countries. So if you come to Ghana and you feel like you want to go to another country, Africa is so welcoming to you. But all credits salute to Ghana for pioneering, bringing our African American sisters, Black Americans, back home. Because I believe the future is in Africa. And why not let other people come to Africa and live in the future? The future is in Africa. Africa is set to develop. So the earlier you come, the better. So guys, that was that. Thank you for watching the video. And again, if you felt like the video was so resonating with what you feel, kindly consider hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel. It really keeps us moving. Until then, see you. Salute, Akwaba, Shalom brothers and sisters, and bye. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.